Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Great State 48, downtown Phoenix, Arizona, Footprint Center, the site of the Western Conference Championship, where the West will be won. The Northern Arizona Wranglers and the Arizona Rattlers are set to do battle in about 19 minutes and 40 seconds to be exact. And myself, Ed Cole, James Poovey, we are your Northern Arizona Wranglers broadcast team. We are in the house for this pregame show. James, the energy level here at Footprint Center is off the charts. You and I were down a little earlier, about 20 minutes ago, chopping it up with the fans, with the Wranglers fans. They are out here in full force. They are ready to let the hammer loose, let it bring the ruckus. That's what we want from our football team, and the fans are here, and they're ready to go, JP.
They are indeed ready to go, Ed. We're ready to go as well. We welcome you into the Footprint Center here in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. The Western Conference Championship is about ready to kick off here in just over 18 minutes away. James Poovey alongside Mr. Ed Cole. Ed, this is going to be an exciting one. This is what you work for all year long. All the practices, all the early nights, the early mornings, all the late night film study for this evening right here and right now.
Exactly. You're right. You go through this entire season, the ups and downs, the joys and the pains of a football season. It's not easy to get to where these two football teams are and where Quad City and Frisco were last night in the Eastern Conference Championship. But that's why, as you mentioned, you grind and you work your tail off for this very moment to be able to be 60 minutes away from the Dollar Loan Center IFL National Championship a few weeks from now in Henderson, Nevada. And in a matter of 4 quarters, in a couple of hours from now, we will crown a Western Conference champion.
4 quarters to be played here tonight inside the Footprint Center. But last evening, an exciting game in the Eastern Conference Championship between the Quad City Steamwheelers and the Frisco Fighters.
Was it?
And that sucker came down to the very end of the ball game, Ed, with Quad City ultimately coming up with a victory.
Yeah, JP, run this highlights. Here's E.J. Hilliard. Folks, if you didn't see this, 106 left, Quad City's down by 7. E.J. Hilliard finds some way to evade all of these would-be tacklers and gets into the end zone to tie the game up. Of course, it was 41-40. They kicked the extra point and tied it up. With 10 seconds left, you see Hilliard back up here.
And a little shoulder dip there at the end, and then you see him finding the former Northern Arizona Wrangler, Kevin Rudd, in the end zone all the way down the football field, and Rudd able to secure the winning touchdown. Quad City getting the victory, and they advance to next the championship game, the Dollar Loan Center Championship, National Championship there in Henderson, Nevada, coming up 2 weeks from tonight on Saturday, August 13th, and that's the goal for both teams here inside the Footprint Center tonight.
Absolutely. Quad City, congratulations on your victory last night. And in 2 weeks, you will find, in a matter of hours, you'll find out who your opponent will be. And, of course, we hope it will be the Northern Arizona Wranglers, but that's why they play the game of football. That's why they play 4 quarters, maybe more of football to see who will be the Western Conference champions and who will meet Quad City in a couple of weeks.
They will play as long as necessary here tonight inside the Footprint Center to decide the Western Conference Championship. We'll step aside, take a short 30-second timeout here, and come back and take a look at last week's game for the Arizona Rattlers against the Duke City Gladiators, which brought them to tonight's game here against your Northern Arizona Wranglers. Stay with us here. We'll be right back to the Footprint Center in just a moment.
When they approached us to do this in the first place, we couldn't wait to get involved.
Come in here, and it feels like a football game should be here. It's a big event for us. In our opinion, this is going to be an outstanding spot to bring it to, and once you get a taste of it, I'm guessing you're going to want to come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Footprint Center in downtown Phoenix. We're about 15 and a half minutes away from kickoff between the Northern Arizona Wranglers and the Arizona Rattlers as they fight for the Western Conference Championship. Who wins the West? It moves on to take on the Quad City Steamwheelers in a couple weeks in the Dollar Loan Center IFL National Championship. James, this place was jumping last week as the Duke City Gladiators came in here and they took on the Arizona Rattlers in the first round, in the first stage of the playoffs, and the Rattlers did not disappoint.
They did not, indeed. You can already see, Ed, we've got our Wranglers and Rattlers tongue twisting going on here tonight. So
right.
Get ready for a lot more of that, folks, as we proceed forward. But let's take a look back at last week's game. As you mentioned, Ed, the Duke City Gladiators gave the Rattlers a little bit of a problem there, but ultimately the Rattlers able to come out with the victory and advance to tonight's conference championship.
Yeah, after the first quarter, it was 14-14, James, and then the second quarter happened when the Rattlers ran off 24 straight points and just put the game pretty much out of reach. It was 38-14 by then. They would tack on 15 more points. Drew Powell was stellar as always. 11 of 14, 175. He threw 5 touchdowns. Shannon Brooks had 4 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 2 through the air. Braxton Haley had a touchdown. Jamal Miles had 2 touchdowns receiving. And I'm telling you, this kid, Kyrie Woods, he didn't have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 interceptions in the game.
Unbelievable. And Kyrie Woods, a local product here, former Chandler High Wolf. Yes. So it's always great to see the local kids playing here at the next level, and this guy's been balling out for the Rattlers this season.
Absolutely. I believe he's got 10 interceptions. Dylan Winfrey has got 11. So they've got an outstanding secondary. As good as the Wranglers secondary is, this Rattler secondary is great. These are the top 2 defenses in the Indoor Football League that are going to do battle tonight. So, James, I don't know. It could be like it was up in Prescott Valley, a 37-34 game. It could be in the 40s. I have no idea what this game is going to hold tonight, but I'll tell you what, all the stars are going to come out tonight because they know what's on the line this evening.
They do indeed. The Western Conference Championship to be decided here tonight inside the Footprint Center. We'll take another short timeout and come back here and take a look at the season series between these two teams, the Northern Arizona Wranglers and the Arizona Rattlers, as they prepare to do battle here tonight in the rubber match, Ed, the 3rd game of the series, and it's for all the marbles here tonight inside the Footprint Center. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on the Northern Arizona Wranglers pregame show.
That's funny. Desert School's changed their name.
Yeah, now it's Desert Financial.
Alice Cooper! Wait, what are you doing here?
I'm telling everyone, school's out.
For summer?
Forever.
Whoa! Whoa! Dude, put your card in.
You got a voice, Molly. Use it. Do it for the phone.
Let's do it for the phone. They do so much for you. When they're out there all alone, there's something we can do. T-Mobile, look at these maps, they don't lie. And faster, speeds nationwide. Let's do it for the phone.
The Northern Arizona Wranglers are on the field, right at midfield, as we're getting closer and closer, folks. We're 11 minutes and 40 seconds away from the kickoff of the Western Conference Championship. The Northern Arizona Wranglers and the Arizona Rattlers are about to do battle for the 3rd and final time this season. JP, I know we got some video we can run from the 2 games that these 2 teams had earlier in the season, a 37-34, a nail-biter victory for the Wranglers up in Prescott Valley earlier in the season. And, of course, here a couple of weeks ago, the Rattlers got there. They exacted some revenge with the 40-28 victory. We see Jared Harrington with the kickoff return to start off the game up there in Prescott Valley. Boy, he started off in a major way, didn't he?
He did. You talk about a nail-biter off the jump there from Harrington, but the Wranglers doing a great job of responding, and then they continue to respond all night long, and the Rattlers never went away quietly.
No, as long as you have Drew Powell at the quarterback and outstanding defense they have and Kevin Guy as head coach, the Arizona Rattlers are going to be in every single football game, and we knew it was going to be that battle because that was the night that one of these 2 teams were going to clinch a playoff berth. So we saw what happened right there is Uric Jones sacks Powell to end the game and get the victory for the Wranglers, and the Rattlers, again, got their revenge here a couple weeks ago at Footprint Center with a 40-28 victory. Great interception there by Trey Meadows.
That was a great job there played by the defense, but unfortunately for the Wranglers, the Rattlers just too much to handle here inside the Footprint Center. Last time we were here down the hill, Ed, and but tonight is when it really counts, and this is when the Wranglers have to rise up and play their best football game of the season.
They do, because we know this will be the hardest game this football team, either one of these football teams will play this season.
As the pyrotechnics are underway here, the Arizona Rattlers taking the field here inside the Footprint Center tonight. We're about ready to check in with the folks up there at the Hideout Bar, the road game watch party for the Northern Arizona Wranglers. That's always a good time. Those folks always having fun up there. And as soon as they get set up here in just a moment, we'll check in with those folks and see what's going on up there at the Hideout Bar, Ed.
But, JP, this home field advantage that the Rattlers have, it is second to none. This is an outstanding building. Of course, they spent $250 million renovating this building, this facility. And, folks, if you've never been here, you need to come here for a Rattlers game, a Suns game, a Mercury game, or a concert. This place is phenomenal. And it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be easy for the Wranglers to come out of here Western Conference champions. Neither will it be for the Rattlers, because both of these teams are going to fight for 64 minutes of football, James, and let the best team win.
They will indeed decide that conference championship here tonight inside the Footprint Center. Let's head on up now to the Hideout Bar up in Northern Prescott Valley as the folks are packing it in there to enjoy tonight's Western Conference Championship game. Those folks settling, and we're about ready to enjoy a great night of football here tonight. Ed, I am so excited I can barely sit still today during the game tonight.
Me neither. Guys up at the Hideout Bar, we love you. God bless you. Thank you for supporting the football team. Just yell your hearts out. We'll hear you all the way down here in Phoenix, but continue to root on this football team, because this is going to be an absolute war, and they will need every single one of you to give them love so they can come out victorious tonight as Western Conference champs.
You got people out there on the patio, Ed. You can see folks packing it in inside, getting their orders in, getting ready to have some great fiddles and enjoy themselves tonight and enjoy some Northern Arizona Wranglers football. And special thanks to Kelly for bringing us the shots from Northern Arizona up there.
Yes.
And we always appreciate our folks tuning in tonight and what should be a fantastic ball game. We encourage you to head back on over to the Indoor Football League YouTube channel there in just a few moments, as the game will be live there with Mr. Floyd Simmons and Cedric Bonner on the call for the Arizona Rattlers broadcast team.
Yes, that'll be a great broadcast. We wish those guys nothing but the best as far as their broadcast goes. And you guys go ahead and knock out your broadcast, and we're going to handle our business. We'll be back on here at halftime in the post-game show. But, JP, as we get ready to wrap this thing up, we're just about 7 minutes and 50 seconds away from the kickoff of this game. What are your keys to victory?
One of the big keys to victory to me tonight, Ed, is going to be the return of Jaquan Artis into the defensive lineup for the Wranglers and having him get in that backfield and wreak havoc. And they've got to put pressure on Drew Powell all night long.
Just like they did in game one when they forced 6 turnovers, they're going to have to do that again tonight as we get ready to throw it to the national anthem.
Let's cut to the field shot right quick as we get ready to bid you adieu here before tonight's kickoff.
A stirring rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. James, that always just gives me goosebumps to hear a stirring rendition from that beautiful young lady who sung it.
What an outstanding performance here from Michelle Moyer.
Fantastic.
She did a fantastic job here with the Star Spangled Banner, as you mentioned. We're about ready to kick off things here tonight inside the Footprint Center here in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Ed, your final thoughts as we close out and head everybody over to the Indoor Football League YouTube channel for tonight's broadcast.
For me, it's just going to be a complete 60 minutes of football. Folks, this team is going to have to come out. The Northern Arizona Wranglers are going to have to come out and bring the ruckus. That's what they're going to have to do tonight, because the Rattlers are not going to give up the West easy. They're not going to give up a victory in their building without a struggle, without a fight. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be a lot of things. There's going to be some things that are going to go right and wrong. But when they do go wrong, this team never gets down on itself. They need to continue to believe in themselves. They got here for a reason. They won 13 games compared to 1 last season. So this is no fluke that this football team is here. The Northern Arizona Wranglers continue to do what they do and pressure Drew Powell. I said last week, 5 touchdowns against Duke City, 3 incompletions. So you got to be able to put pressure, as you mentioned, JP, pressure Drew Powell and force turnovers like they did up in Prescott Valley in week 1 in their first matchup.
We talk about it all season long, Ed. The offense sells tickets, but the defense wins championships, and the defense is going to have to come up huge here tonight against this Rattlers ball club. We thank you so much for tuning in here for the Northern Arizona Wranglers pregame show. For my broadcast partner, Mr. Ed Cole, I'm James Poovey saying enjoy the game tonight. Head on over to the Indoor Football League YouTube channel. Our pals Floyd Simmons and Cedric Bonner will have the call along with Joe Pequeno from the sideline. Everybody have a great night. Go Wranglers, and don't forget to come back here at halftime on the Wranglers YouTube channel for halftime coverage, and then we'll be with you as well for the postgame show.
Go Wranglers.
Go Wranglers. Let's do it.